All right, so welcome to a Yes, Yes, Yes interview with the one and only Chris Kelly. Is going to be speaking here shortly for us. So I just wanted to give you a chance to say hi to your future audience and people who might be listening.
Future audience, I am looking forward to being your guide on this journey and making you do some push-ups.
Okay, hopefully I'm not in the audience then.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Let's tone that down, right? This is great, cool. Great commercial already, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, coming from Lakeland and being from this community, I mean, what really excites me is that I've lived in New York City, you know, and I've traveled a lot, and first and foremost, I want to be in Lakeland. I see the value in it. I value the relationships here, and I love this community, and just being able to contribute my story, having been out there and had my experience and come back. I mean, working in the field of fitness and kind of seeing what people go through every day, you know, failures, successes, and everything else. I mean, I feel like I've lived a lot in my 32 years of life. So I just kind of want to contribute some of the things that I've learned and talk a little bit about my unique experiences, how I got here, and some mistakes that I've made along the way, and how people can maybe not make some of those mistakes. So that's a big part of it.
Yeah. What do they say? You can learn from your own mistakes or somebody else's, which is cheaper, right?
I'm trying. Hasn't been cheap for me, but yeah.
Okay, but you'll pass that on down.
I will. I absolutely will. That's right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, you know, the first session you're going to be doing is the January reboot.
Yes.
You know, as it's going to be at the end of January, and everybody will have had their resolutions, and they
might
be thinking like,
might have dropped a couple.
Yeah, maybe, you know, or it's just getting a little bit tough. And I heard one time that success is dependent upon our ability to start over as many times as necessary.
That's right.
You know, fall down 11, get up 12. That kind of thing. And you're going to be talking about change and the whole idea of progression, of moving, of accomplishing something requires change. So can you tie that together for me?
Well, it does. And you know, one statement that I heard that really impacted me a couple years ago, that a winner is not somebody that doesn't quit. A winner is somebody that understands when to change direction. Okay, and that's something that's kind of changed my entire philosophy about change. And you know, and again, working in my field, I see people all the time that come in January. You know, they want to change everything about their lives at once, and they fail because they try to build all this stuff on top of a foundation that doesn't exist. So my thing is, let's break it down. Let's understand what exactly we want to do, you know, and let's work on one thing at a time, because it took you your entire life to get here. Okay, so that's one. And what I love about it is that while I work with, you know, primarily in fitness, this concept can be applied to anything. Okay, so say you want to write, okay, which is one of my passions, yet you don't feel that you have time. If you were to take 10 minutes a day and just write whatever you want every day, and just set aside that time, you're suddenly fulfilling a piece of your life that you didn't have before. And that's just something very simple that you can commit to. I've become very interested just in kind of why people do or do not do things, why they change or not. And really the catalyst always is that people stop because they do feel overwhelmed. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with stepping back and looking at your situation and saying, why isn't this working? You know, what are the things that are disconnecting me from these things? And working for a while, not on the overall goal, but just on connecting the dots to be able to get a better result. So really that is what my topic's about, is just how do we connect the dots, and how do we break it down and say it's maybe okay to just work on this one component without worrying about everything else at once, you know, and then building that foundation. So rather than doing it all in 30 days, maybe it takes 6 months, but you're going to be there, and you're going to be there for a much longer period of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like I just got like a seminar right there. So that was awesome. So I guess the only last thing is, do you have anything that you want to say to encourage people to show up?
All I want to say is that, you know, it's January. I'm a trainer. Right now I'm the devil. Okay, I realize that. I know that, you know, you're probably, and there, you know, there are people that you're accountable to in different areas of your life that, you know, you don't do something and you feel like you don't want to see that person. You know, you feel discouraged. And my message to you is that it's okay. Okay, people understand, and it's just setting goals and setting expectations. And really, what I want to impart to you through this seminar is that I want to give you the experience that I've had in working with over 10,000 people and going through this process and having this journey. And hopefully what you take away is just a simple process where you can say, here's how I break down this beast that I'm dealing with, and just take one step at a time, you know, and just make it scalable for your life. I mean, that's my biggest message to you, and that's what I'd like to show you in the seminar. So I do hope you attend. I promise I'm not going to make you do any push-ups, and I really hope you'll come, because we're going to have a great time, and I think we'll learn a lot from one another. One thing I've always enjoyed about these seminars is the audience participation and kind of how we go back and forth. So I'm really looking forward to getting everybody's feedback on this as well, and I'm looking forward to the discussion that we'll have.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Chris. We're going to see Chris Kelly at a seminar near you, and he'll be back again a couple other times during the course of the year. So I'm looking forward to that.
You better believe.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
Thank you, man.